Classes other than the medic are going to be able to heal themselves in BattleBit Remastered. Basically, Oki said, after a long discussion, it is apparent that the medic is the only class capable of enduring more than one fight. Other classes cannot survive a second fight after being shot, consequently making other classes very unpleasant to use. Based on this point, players that are not medic will now be able to use bandages to heal themselves regardless of bleeding, gaining plus 40 HP each time a bandage is used. It is up to the player to decide whether to use it for healing or to stop the bleeding. Stopping the bleeding also provides a plus 40 HP. Guys, this is an insane change. Finally, all the other classes aren't going to feel like shit to use. We may have more than one, support. We may have more than one assault. This is absolutely amazing. We won't have 8 medics on a single team. Along with this, they have a bunch of different changes that I will go through, but this is the most insane change that they've added so far to BattleBit, and I think that it's one of the best changes. It really makes it so that other classes are worth using. I don't know how slow the bandaging will be. If it's still as slow as before, that'll make it a little bit rough, but still, such an amazing change. I'm so glad that they added this. In addition to this, they added that you cannot heal other players by bandaging. So, as a medic, you can go and bandage other players, but again, this won't heal it'll remain the same as before. You can stop the bleeding or revive other players, but only medics can heal other players with their medic kit still. So anyways, amazing change right there. Let's get into the further ones. We got a vector nerf, we got some buffs to some other guns, and we also have another medic nerf as well. They also had some changes to squads. So starting off with the Salt class will now be able to use the Honey Badger, Groza, P90, AS-Val, Mark 20, Mark 110, MK14, and the SVD. So adding weapons to the Assault class, which makes sense. Honestly, I don't understand. Like, the Assault class really should be able to use all weapons in the game. It just sort of seems like, it's called Assault. It would make sense that they could use all the different weapons, but I don't know. It also says that Assault will be able to use Ranger armors. This used to be only for medics, but gives you the 2 extra mags, so great change there. Little buffs to Assault class. This is actually an insane change too. This really helps nerf the vector along with the vector nerf, and I think this will make the game just feel a lot better to play. So basically, aim, punch, and flinch will exponentially scale down based on the damage received, instead of a pistol on the leg and sniper on the chest giving the same aim, punch, / flinch. So this means that SMGs will have way less aim punch now, and snipers will have way more, and then high damage assault rifles such as the SCAR or the AK-15 will have a lot more aim punch as well. I think this is a wonderful change. I hope that they actually increase the max punch that you get, say, from a sniper, and then again, they should definitely decrease it at the bottom level as well, because a pistol really, I've heard stories of some of the Tarkov streamers talking about people that they knew that got shot in real life, and apparently there's not that much aim punch, and you can continue to run if you get shot. So great changes right there. I think they're going to really help out with being able to shoot them pesky SMG players, and not just, if you're using like an M110 or whatever and you get shot by an SMG, you just can't, there's no counterplay, you can't aim at them. The aim punch is simply too bad. So wonderful change there. I love it. Next, they also nerfed the vector. This has been the big news. There's been a couple other people reporting on this, but I haven't seen anyone talk about the medic or the giving healing to other players yet. So I think I got there first, luckily. But anyways, Chris's vector damage has been adjusted to 22 from 24. So I think I read that it'll take 1 extra bullet in most cases to kill people. So that's a great change right there. This also makes it so that it, gets nerfed a little bit against the armors as well. I actually saw an idea to buff, the exo armor and stuff for the different classes, that they said that, instead of just having it set as it is, it could actually just reduce damage by all weapons by 2, or maybe 3 for the exo armor and then 2 for normal and then 1 for light, something like that. And thus it doesn't break, making it useless after 1 engagement. I think that's a rather good idea. It may be hard to balance, but I honestly sort of like that idea, and I think they should at least look into it, maybe test it, see how it feels, because right now armor is really only helpful for 1 engagement, so if you're surviving multiple, armor is pretty much useless. So yeah. So anyways, they also made it so that the Chris vector's damage drop off now starts at 10 meters, not 50, so it'll be way less effective at longer ranges, which is good. You could definitely beam people with the Chris vector 100 meters, so good change right there. And then also the standard/quick magazine now holds 36 bullets, down from 40. Again, great change right there. That 40 magazine honestly made it pretty insane just from the start, and then having the quick mag with 40 bullets. I mean, I generally use the 60 just because the 40 didn't feel like quite enough, so it doesn't affect me too much, but that is a good nerf, especially when you're grinding up the vector. So here comes another nerf for the medic. it will have 3 C4s instead of the base, which was 4, and then the normal backpack still adds 2. So just a small nerf to the medic right there. Nothing too big, but good to see, I guess. The ACR got buffed. I actually haven't unlocked the ACR yet, so I don't know how it felt, but apparently it was pretty bad. So its aim down time was buffed from 0.25 seconds down to 2.1 seconds. The ACR player running speed got buffed from 1.01 to 1.05 times. ACR control reduced from 100 to 105. Control reduced. That's a weird way of saying that. You'd think it would say like increased, but okay. And then ACR damage increased from 25 to 27, so now it'll do the same damage as the SG550, I believe. I don't know if that really changes, like if the full health, it'll still be 4 shots to kill, right? Depending on armor as well. Maybe that takes off armor. I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, good buffs there. The AK5C, again another gun I haven't unlocked, got buffed as well, so the damage increased from 30 to 34. Vertical recoil increased from 1.4 to 1.6. Horizontal recoil increased to 1.2 to 1.4, and its first shot recoil was reduced from 1.5 to 1.0. So I think that's overall a buff. First shot recoil really sucks, so they reduced it by a bunch and then increased its normal recoil just by a little, but honestly it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. And then its reload speed was also increased by 12%, which is a pretty big deal, increasing reload speed. So that's part of what makes the SG550 pretty good. Speaking of the SG550, they decreased its muzzle flash size from 100% to 85%. Personally, I haven't had any issues using it, but a lot of people complain about the muzzle flash, so hopefully this makes it more usable for more people. Good changes there for sure. I've seen multiple people in the community complain about the SG550's muzzle flash. The APC now takes 2 times damage from the back. That's good. If you're an engineer, have a heyday. If you're not an engineer, still take a lot of bullets to kill it, but good for that. This is actually a huge change too. Left it for the end, I guess, but progression will ease after level 15 to keep consistent time to level up. I don't know exactly what that means. Hopefully they reduce it by a lot and it's just easier to level up. Right now, I don't think I would ever prestige, just content wise it's not worth it to me, and I don't think most people in the community are going to prestige either, just because it takes too long to level up. It really does. I think I read somewhere that they're going to be reducing the time it takes to level up at higher levels as well, which is good. But normal people, casuals, which I think this game is more geared to casuals than like hardcore gamers, they do not have time to level up and unlock all the weapons. I mean, I think they said the average level is like 50 or 70 or somewhere in there. Anyways, game will no longer auto-lock squads when a party member reserves a squad for their party to join. Instead, a non-party member will be forced to change squad with their role if the reserved party squad is full while a party member is joining the server. Thank goodness. Auto-locking squads sucks, man. It's so annoying. Like, half the squads will be locked when you try to join into a server. You won't be able to join any. You'll end up joining a party with like 1 or 2 people, meaning that there won't be anyone to spawn on, and you'll have to run all the way to the fight and it'll suck. So that's a wonderful change. Absolutely amazing changes. I want to commend the devs on these changes. Just absolutely wonderful changes all the way around. Easing progression, getting rid of auto-locking squads, finally nerfing the vector. I don't know if it's enough, but I think with the aim plunge / flinch nerf as well, the vector, depending how they adjust the scaling, I think the crisp won't be as dominant as it once was, and people may start using more of like the scars of the AK-15 is really strong. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people use that now instead. And so great changes there. The aim punch / flinch, great change there. All classes being able to heal, absolutely amazing change. So I love this. These are great updates. I hope that they keep it up. I really hope that they add some of the new weapons that were leaked on Reddit to the game soon, just to keep it fresh and maybe make it easy for people to unlock those as well, just for a new weapon to try out. But community servers should be coming soon, this week or next week. And other than that, I don't really have anything else with the updates. Thank you for watching, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this update video. I tried to get it out as soon as I saw the different updates, and it lined up well with the video for today. You should be able to expect a video tomorrow, though I'm not exactly sure what it'll be over. I stream every day, it changes what time depending on the day, especially because I'm traveling right now, but a lot of days I'll be streaming in the evening, so maybe starting around 9 p.m. CST. And so feel free to stop by there. I stream on YouTube specifically. And yeah guys, thanks everyone for watching, and thanks specifically to my channel members, Jed, and then Astrel and Professor Oak. I really appreciate the support, y'all, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Good luck in your battles this week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, all.